Today, comfort stands accused, not for giving you rest, not for giving you peace, not for helping a tired body recover. Comfort is on trial because it quietly teaches people to retreat from everything that would make them stronger. Look at the evidence. You avoid one hard task and dread grows. You skip one workout and the body learns surrender. You delay one honest conversation and fear becomes louder. You choose the easy way enough times, and one day ordinary discipline feels like punishment. That is the case against comfort. In this video, we will put comfort on trial. We will hear the evidence, expose the excuses, show the defense, and reach a verdict. By the end, you will know whether comfort is serving you or secretly ruling you. Comment guilty if comfort has been making too many decisions in your life. The first charge is simple. Comfort weakens your ability to begin. Most people do not lose their life because they cannot finish. They lose because they keep delaying the start. The alarm rings and comfort whispers 5 more minutes. The work waits and comfort says later. The body needs movement and comfort says tomorrow. The conversation needs truth and comfort says not now. The mind believes it is making small choices, but the soul is being trained. Every time you delay what you already know is right, you teach yourself that discomfort is stronger than your decision. That is not harmless. That is training. A person who always waits to feel ready becomes weaker at starting. A person who always waits for motivation becomes dependent on mood. A person who always waits for comfort to agree never builds command over himself. This is why the first minute of action matters. Not because 1 minute changes everything. Because 1 minute proves who is leading. Reason or comfort. Duty or mood. Character or appetite. The Stoics understood that the first impression is not always trustworthy. Epictetus taught his students not to be dragged by every appearance that knocks on the mind. A feeling appears. I do not want to do this. That is only an impression. It is not a law. It is not a command. It is not your master. You can notice the feeling and still move. That is the beginning of freedom. So when comfort says, later, ask for evidence. Later when? Later with what energy? Later with what courage? Later after how many more excuses? Most of the time, later is not a plan. It is fear wearing a soft voice. The verdict on charge 1 is this. Comfort is guilty when it turns starting into something you only do when the mood is perfect. The sentence is action. Start before the negotiation grows. Open the file. Stand up. Put on the shoes. Send the message. Do 5 minutes. Begin while the mind is still complaining. Do not wait for comfort to approve the life you say you want. The second charge. Comfort destroys self-trust. This is more serious than people realize. Every broken promise teaches the mind something. You say, tomorrow I will wake early. Then tomorrow arrives and comfort wins. You say, I will stop checking the phone at night. Then night arrives and comfort wins. You say, I will finish the task before entertainment. Then the task appears and comfort wins. After enough broken promises, the mind stops believing you. This is why people feel tired before they even begin. It is not only the task. It is the history. They remember all the times they said they would change and did not. They remember the abandoned routines, the unfinished plans, the repeated tomorrow. The voice inside them becomes cynical. Here we go again. Another promise, another failure. That is the hidden cost of comfort. It does not only waste time, it damages the relationship you have with your own word. And once you stop trusting yourself, life becomes heavier. A simple task feels like a mountain because part of you expects betrayal. A small goal feels impossible because your own record argues against you. A new habit feels fake because your past has become a witness for the prosecution. But this can be repaired. Not by speech, not by hype, not by another dramatic plan. By evidence. Small promises kept. Repeatedly. Without applause. Without perfect feelings. Without needing life to be easy. The Stoic path is built through practice. Marcus Aurelius wrote reminders to himself because wisdom must be renewed in action. Seneca examined his day because character leaks when no one is watching. Epictetus spoke of training because philosophy is not decoration. It must enter the muscles of daily life. So stop making promises designed to impress your imagination. Make promises small enough to keep, then keep them like they matter. 10 minutes of work. 20 minutes of walking. 30 minutes without the phone. One honest boundary. One simple meal. One page. One cleaned room. One early morning. Small kept promises are not small to the soul. They are votes of trust. The verdict on charge 2 is this: comfort is guilty when it makes your own word feel unreliable. The sentence is proof. Give yourself evidence every day that your decision can survive discomfort. Comment proof if you need to rebuild trust with yourself. The third charge. Comfort disguises avoidance as rest. This is the defense comfort loves most. It says you deserve a break. You need peace. You need to relax. You are being too hard on yourself. Sometimes comfort is telling the truth. A tired body needs sleep. A strained mind needs quiet. A grieving heart needs space. Rest is not weakness. Rest is repair. But avoidance borrows the same language. It says, I am resting, while you are actually hiding. It says, I need a break, while you are escaping a responsibility. It says, I deserve peace, while you are refusing the truth that would create real peace later. So how do you know the difference? Look at the fruit. Real rest makes you clearer. Avoidance makes you foggier. Real rest helps you return. Avoidance makes return harder. Real rest has an end. Avoidance keeps asking for more. Real rest repairs your strength. Avoidance spends tomorrow's strength today. Think about scrolling late at night. At first, it feels like rest. The screen is easy. The body is still. The mind is distracted. But 1 hour later, you are not restored. You are wired. Your sleep is weaker. Your morning is heavier. Your discipline has been taxed before the next day begins. That was not rest. That was escape with a glowing mask. Think about avoiding a task. You tell yourself you need to clear your head. Then you watch something. You snack. You scroll. You organize something that does not matter. The task remains. Now it feels larger. The escape did not remove discomfort. It made the discomfort collect interest. Stoicism asks you to live by reason, not by pleasant labels. So before you call something rest, ask this: will this make the next right action easier or harder? That question is a lantern in a foggy room. If the comfort restores you, take it without guilt. If the comfort weakens you, call it by its real name. The verdict on charge 3 is this: comfort is guilty when it uses the word rest to protect avoidance. The sentence is honest recovery. Rest when rest is needed. Return when rest becomes hiding. The fourth charge: comfort makes ordinary hardship feel like danger. This is one of the quietest ways it weakens you. The more you avoid discomfort, the more dramatic discomfort feels. A cold shower feels like punishment. A hard workout feels impossible. A little hunger feels urgent. A quiet room feels unbearable. A difficult conversation feels like a threat. A boring task feels like suffering. Comfort shrinks your tolerance. The world does not need to become harder for you to feel weaker. You only need to become less practiced at meeting difficulty. Seneca understood this. He practiced living with less at times. Simple food, rough clothing, less luxury. Not because he hated comfort. Not because poverty was a costume. He wanted to ask, is this what I feared? That question cuts the monster down to size. Many fears survive because they are never tested. You imagine you cannot handle discomfort. Then one day you choose it safely and discover you can. You walk when you could drive. You sit without the phone. You eat the simpler meal. You begin before feeling ready. You tell the truth. You let boredom exist. You do the work while the mood is absent. And the world does not end. That discovery matters. It tells the nervous system discomfort is not death. It tells the mind I can remain. It tells the body I am more capable than comfort claimed. This is not self-punishment. The Stoic does not worship pain. The Stoic uses small hardship as training. A soldier does not train because battle is pleasant. He trains so battle does not surprise him. A musician does not practice because repetition is exciting. She practices so the hand obeys when the moment comes. A disciplined person practices discomfort because life will bring discomfort anyway. Better to meet it with some preparation. The verdict on charge 4 is this: comfort is guilty when it makes normal difficulty feel unbearable. The sentence is voluntary discomfort. Small, safe, repeatable. Enough to remind you that comfort is a preference, not a command. Comment hard if you are willing to choose one clean discomfort today. The fifth charge: comfort makes you emotionally fragile. This charge matters because comfort is not only physical, it is emotional. Many people do not avoid work because the work is hard. They avoid the feeling that comes with work. Fear, uncertainty, boredom, embarrassment, impatience, doubt. They do not avoid honest conversations because words are impossible. They avoid tension. They do not avoid discipline because the action is impossible. They avoid the discomfort of saying no to an urge. They do not avoid growth because growth is impossible. They avoid the awkwardness of being a beginner. The real prison is not difficulty. It is the belief that every unpleasant feeling must be removed before you act. This belief makes people easy to control. Anxiety says stop, and they stop. Boredom says escape, and they escape. Loneliness says text the wrong person, and they text. Anger says reply, and they reply. Fear says shrink, and they shrink. Shame says hide, and they hide. Stoicism gives a different order. Feelings may appear, but feelings do not govern. You can feel anxiety and still act. You can feel anger and still remain controlled. You can feel loneliness and still keep your standard. You can feel fear and still tell the truth. You can feel boredom and still continue. You can feel discomfort and still choose what is right. This is the difference between being human and being ruled. The Stoic does not become a stone. A stone feels nothing. A Stoic feels and chooses. That line is important because some people misunderstand strength. They think strength means no emotion. No. Strength means emotion does not become the commander. Emotion can be in the room. It cannot sit on the throne. So when the feeling rises, ask this: what is this feeling trying to make me do? Then ask a second question: would that action make me stronger or weaker tomorrow? If anxiety wants you to avoid, maybe the stronger action is to take one step. If anger wants you to attack, maybe the stronger action is to pause. If loneliness wants you to return to someone who harms you, maybe the stronger action is to stay alone with dignity. If boredom wants you to reach for the phone, maybe the stronger action is to sit for 60 seconds. The verdict on charge 5 is this: comfort is guilty when it teaches you that unpleasant feelings are emergencies. The sentence is emotional endurance. Let the feeling be present, then act from reason anyway. The 6th charge: comfort steals attention. This may be the most modern charge of all. Your life follows your attention. That is not poetry. It is practical truth. What you give attention to grows in influence. Give attention to distractions, and distraction grows. Give attention to outrage, and anger grows. Give attention to comparison, and insecurity grows. Give attention to cheap pleasure, and appetite grows. Give attention to discipline, and discipline grows. Comfort attacks attention with tiny invitations. Just check. Just scroll. Just one more. Just see what they posted. Just reply. Just look. Just refresh. Each action seems small, but small leaks sink large ships. A person who cannot control attention cannot control the direction of life. They may have dreams. They may have talent. They may have time. But their mind is always being rented by something else. This is why focus is moral, not just productive. When you give your best attention to what does not matter, you give your life to what does not matter. The Stoics practiced returning the mind to what was theirs. Your task, your judgment, your action, your character, your present duty. Not every noise deserves entry. Not every thought deserves a chair. Not every notification deserves the throne. Try this. Protect the first hour of the day. No phone. No scrolling. No cheap noise. Let the first hour belong to your body, your work, your prayer, your reading, your plan, your silence. The first hour decides who enters the palace. Do not open the gates to strangers before you have even met yourself. The verdict on charge 6 is this. Comfort is guilty when it sells your attention for quick stimulation. The sentence is protection. Guard your focus before the world spends it for you. Comment attention if your day has been stolen before it even begins. The 7th charge. Comfort makes you choose the wrong pain. This is the center of the whole trial. Comfort promises a life with less pain, but often it only changes the timing. Avoid the workout and you escape the pain of effort. But later, you meet the pain of weakness. Avoid the truth and you escape the pain of tension. But later, you meet the pain of resentment. Avoid the work and you escape the pain of beginning. But later, you meet the pain of panic. Avoid saving money and you escape the pain of restraint. But later, you meet the pain of dependence. Avoid loneliness and you may return to a person who costs your peace. Avoid boredom and you may become addicted to noise. Avoid fear and you may never enter the life waiting beyond it. Comfort does not remove pain. It often moves pain into the future and adds interest. Stoicism teaches you to choose the cleaner pain. The pain of discipline is clean. It hurts, but it builds. The pain of truth is clean. It stings, but it clears. The pain of training is clean. It burns, but it strengthens. The pain of leaving a bad pattern is clean. It aches, but it frees. The pain of self-betrayal is different. It follows you. It stains the mind. It makes the pillow heavy. It makes the mirror harder to face. So the question is not, how do I avoid discomfort? The question is, which discomfort leads to freedom? That is the question comfort does not want asked. Because once you ask it, many easy choices lose their shine. You see the hidden bill. You see what relief will cost. You see the person you are training yourself to become. The verdict on charge 7 is this. Comfort is guilty when it helps you avoid clean pain and delivers dirty pain later. The sentence is choice. Choose the discomfort that protects your future self. Now we hear the defense. Comfort says, I am not guilty. I only wanted to help. I gave rest to tired bodies. I gave warmth in cold rooms. I gave pleasure after hard days. I gave safety. I gave ease. And this defense is partly true. That is why comfort is difficult to judge. Comfort is not always evil. Comfort becomes dangerous only when it becomes king. A servant is useful. A king commands. As a servant, comfort restores you. As a king, comfort rules you. As a servant, comfort helps you recover. As a king, comfort makes you avoid growth. As a servant, comfort gives peace after duty. As a king, comfort keeps you from duty. So the final verdict is not that all comfort is bad. The verdict is more precise. Comfort is guilty when it governs. Comfort is innocent when it serves. That is the Stoic balance. You do not need to hate comfort. You need to demote it. Let reason rule. Let character rule. Let duty rule. Let comfort serve those things, not replace them. So here is the sentence. For the next 24 hours, comfort loses command. Not forever. Not in every area of life. Just one day. One clear test. Choose one place where comfort has been ruling you. The morning. The phone. The body. The work. The food. The money. The conversation. The habit. Then choose one clean discomfort. Wake when you said you would. Begin before entertainment. Walk without needing motivation. Leave the phone outside the room. Eat the simpler meal. Tell the truth. Sit with boredom. Finish one task. Keep one promise. Small enough to do. Clear enough to measure. Meaningful enough to prove something. When comfort speaks, listen. Then decide. Do not obey immediately. That pause is where freedom begins. Comfort will say, this is too small to matter. But small choices train the weakness. Small choices can train the strength. Comfort will say, start tomorrow. But tomorrow is where comfort hides every life it has stolen. Comfort will say, you deserve the easy way. Maybe you deserve rest. But you also deserve self-respect. Do not trade one for the other. Comment verdict if comfort is guilty in your life. Comment 24 if you accept the challenge. And write one word for the area you are taking back. Morning. Phone. Work. Body. Food. Truth. Money. Attention. Let it be simple. Let it be public. Then do it. If this video reached you at the right time, subscribe to Stoic Echoes for more lessons on discipline, self-control, inner strength, and Stoic wisdom. But do not lave with only motivation. Motivation is not the verdict. Action is. Today, comfort has been accused. The evidence has been shown. The sentence has been given. Now your life will reveal whether you agree.